times faster than you would doing things the traditional way. Okay. Um, I first want to start with a quick story. I want to talk about the time I had a client tell me that I wasn't good enough, that I didn't do enough. And this message is for all you entrepreneurs out there. And I want you guys to understand one thing. I've been an entrepreneur for a very long time, okay, for like over 2 decades. Been an entrepreneur, but I always tell people in the year 2016, that's when things start to blow up. So all those years of being an entrepreneur, trying things, failing, trying things, I made a decision to get a coach in 2016. I paid this coach a lot of money. Matter of fact, I want to say my investment was $20,000 for 12 months of coaching. And to my surprise, um, he wasn't directly coaching me. And what I mean by that is what the program consists of was once a month, I would get a coaching call. It'd be like an hour-long coaching call, just some good sound advice. But it wasn't from the person who I hired, it was from one of the people who were under him. And what 3 times a year we would all fly out and meet at these mastermind things. And to me, it was all worth it because I was just a natural born action taker. Because I was in the mastermind. I got to be in like the private Facebook group. I got help if I needed. If I had questions, people would answer. And when we would fly and all meet, all of us masterminds, I got a lot of value from people in the group, so I really didn't have a lot of complaints. And to be honest, I went from making just like 1,000 here, 2,000 there from the business I thought I was running. We were making like 20, 30, I think 50,000 a month was like when we started to kind of peak out. It was around like the 50,000 a month mark at the time. Again, brand new. I was learning stuff. Um, but it to me, the mentality that I had was it didn't matter what all the insides was. It was, will I get taken to where I want to go? Will I get the end result that I was looking for? And one thing that my coach taught me that was really, really beneficial was he's like, Joe, you need to know your numbers. If you don't know your numbers, how do you know you're doing well? Because you can have all the one-to-one and private sessions in the world, but he's like, if at the end of the day, you don't know exactly what you accomplished over that 24-hour period of time, and you're exhausted, you worked hard, you got everything done, but you don't know what you did. He's like, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. So he gave me three letters that really helped my business soar. KPI, KPIs. And that's how I measure the success of people who I coach. And I always talk to them about KPIs, and we use a lot of business jargon. But I try to explain, I try to teach, anyone who I'm coaching the importance of knowing what's measurable in your business. And when I go back and I look, if you're struggling, and if I go back and see, like, hey, what have you been tracking? What have you been doing? And if you can't show me, you cannot provide me, what are you actually measuring? Then it doesn't matter if I meet with you one time in a month or 100 times. It doesn't matter because what you're telling me is you don't know what actually is working and not working in your business. You just want to meet because it feels good, but you don't want to make the time to actually take valuable action. Taking action and being busy, that's one thing. It doesn't bring success to your business. And I think that's what most entrepreneurs do. We grind and we grind and we grind and we push and we push. And then when things just kind of inch along, we get frustrated. My thing is, why don't we tie your goals to a 747 airplane and have that bad boy take off versus you getting behind it and you're trying to push those goals that you can barely budge. And that's what I did for years before I hired a coach. I'm doing things the hard way. I had my business in Groupon, which you guys, that's probably like the worst business move you can ever do. I was chasing every shiny thing under the sun and I didn't master anything. I didn't get really good at one thing. And there's nothing wrong with creating additional streams of income for entrepreneurs. But I think sometimes we get so excited to jump on the next thing, we never really get good at the one thing that we started off with. And that now our primary goal just keeps bouncing around. And that's why people jump from business to business to business. But if I had a coach, if I had someone to help me settle and focus, and if I invested in me, right? $20,000 is a lot of money, especially when I had to put them all on credit cards because I sure didn't have that in my bank account. So that was a lot of money that I had to like, fork up. And when I did it, I forced myself to learn because I knew there was no quitting. There was no, failure. I wasn't going to allow myself to fail is really what it was. So how did I get better? 20 times faster. I started recognizing what my numbers were and what was that driving force that was moving my business forward. Let me give you an example. You can make phone calls, text messages, and emails. And then you can test those three things for the next 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. And you can see, okay, which one is giving me the best response rate? Do people not like to answer their phone, but they will respond to text? Well, then guess what? I'm gonna spend more energy texting than calling. Do people, answer more emails than they do phone calls? Well, okay, process of elimination. Why am I calling you first? If you don't know me, you don't recognize my number, why would you pick up the phone? But I see people do this with their business all the time. You're calling leads, you're calling these strangers, hoping and praying that someone one day will pick up, and maybe they will. But how long will you last grinding like that? How long? It's like a sprint. You're sprinting, 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 but you got a marathon you're running. You got a marathon and you're just sprinting. You're not doing it smarter. You know, you're not running it the way the race is supposed to be ran. You're just doing whatever, anything and everything that you've heard others do. That's what you're doing. But see, if you measured your business and all the activities, everything that you expend energy on, you measure these things, right? To where you can have data, to where you can go back at the end of the week and you can look and say, okay, what did I do? What did I actually accomplish? You can't blame anybody or anyone but yourself if you don't know your numbers. If you're not tracking your numbers, you can't expect anyone to care about your business more than you. And your whole goal in life, everything that you're trying to do right now is very, very important because it can change the life for you, your family, your legacy, everything. Everything can change with a decision. And you can decide to play the game smart and play it like the big dogs are playing it, or you can decide to play it like everybody else, the other 98, 99% of entrepreneurs who come into the game. We last a little while, we fail. We last a little while, we fail, but we never really make that financial freedom because we think all the sexy stuff in business, all the fun, sexy, the mystery of getting a client, we get so caught up in that, we don't even pay attention to things that actually matter. Having a strong foundation, understanding you might do this for the next 4, 6, maybe 12 months, and you probably won't see a lot of, financial income because you've invested in your business. Okay. I'm not saying that you won't see an income, but I'm saying is the truth of it is some people, some industries, it takes longer. If you open up a restaurant, all the loans and all the things that you got to invest in, the staff, you're going to be behind. You will. It doesn't mean you're not going to get paid. It just means that you still got debts you got to pay off, right? And that's why I tell people all the time, like, why not get the money up front? Why are you chasing dollars? Why are you chasing cash? Why aren't you getting business grants, lines of credit, business credit? Why aren't we getting these things for our business up front? So now we have room to breathe. I don't want to operate my business in a state of stress. And that's what a lot of people do. So if you know your KPIs and you know what's going to make your business grow and thrive, right? You know what's going to take you to the next level, then you can work on that and get better 20 times faster than someone who just keeps grinding and grinding and grinding, not sleeping, grind, not eating right, grind, never working out because you never made time for yourself. But I tell you guys, I measure everything. I know when I exercise, I know I get way more things done on the days that I exercise than the days that I don't. I'm more focused, more alert, more motivated. I feel more accomplished about my body. I don't beat myself up at the end of the night because I'm getting soft around the edges. There's a lot that goes to it, guys. It's a psychological thing. And if your mindset and your mental health is not where it needs to be, you're going to find yourself constantly struggling, constantly going uphill, and you're going to be looking to the left and to the right, and you're going to be asking yourself, why does everyone else got it good but not me? But it's not just you. I'm telling you, 98 to 99% of people are fighting it just like you. They just know how to hide it better than you do. All right? It's hard. It's hard if you don't have guidance. It's hard if you don't have mentorship. It's hard if this is brand new to you. Sometimes it takes more than just a course. I've bought tons of courses ranging from $500 to a couple $1,000 with zero coaching. And you know what I found out? I do better with the coach. I do better with someone who I can ask questions. I do better with someone who I can probably like meet from time to time and kind of figure things out. If I feel like I'm going off track, I have a circle. I like to be in masterminds, right? I like to be around other like-minded people so I can communicate, find out what are you doing? What do you got going on? Can you help me out a little bit? Things like that. These things are important, y'all. And I'm saying this to you guys because now we're in the fourth quarter of the year, and this should be your biggest money making season. You should be making more money right now than you had the entire season, but you're not. Why not? It's because you keep doing the same thing you've always done. And then you start doubting yourself, second guessing yourself. You never fully commit. I was having a conversation with another guy, another gentleman, a brand new entrepreneur in the business. He's not a coaching client of mine, just another person. He just happens to be in business, and I talk to anybody who's in business. But anyways, this gentleman, we were talking, and he's telling me all about how great his business was, and I was like, "Well, what's your social media handle?" So he tells me social media handles, and as he's giving it to me, he's like, "But I'm not really posting on that. But I just created it like 2 days ago. But, dude, look, okay, look, listen." You're super pumped and you're super excited about your business, and you've been doing this for a while, obviously, because it sounds like you know everything about it. I was like, but you never took time to build up your business up on a free site. I mean, like, you got YouTube, you got Google, you got Instagram, Facebook, you got some of the largest search engines in the world that's free that you can just post things on. And when you meet somebody and we exchange information, you're going to tell me you didn't make time for that? Like, what are you doing? What are you wasting your time on? Like, and you guys need to think about that. Look at your social media. Are you posting personal stuff or things that's going to drive people to your business? Are you just scrolling through other people's feeds? Or are you focusing on what you're posting, the quality of the content? So when you get potential customers and they want to do a little bit of research on you before they say yes, you got some kind of substance. You're believable. Like, you believe in your business. You care about your business enough to be active with your business. But when I go there and your social media is blank, and I ask you for your website and it's under construction, and I ask you for your email and you're giving me a Gmail for an email, but you're a legitimate business, if you go to Target.com, I guarantee you Target's not rocking a Gmail. If you go to Amazon.com, I guarantee you Amazon's not rocking a Yahoo. You guys, you've got to be okay with being considered and looked at as a real business, even if you work from home. You guys see, I work from home. My wife and I make a pretty good living for the things that we do business wise as entrepreneurs. But I always tell my wife, we can't do business with no regular old home email. We got to look legit because we are legit. I want people to take me serious. I don't want to be a discount business. I don't want to be in a business where people just look at me like they find me on the discount clearance rack. No, I want people to look at my business like, okay, that's a legit business because I own a wellness center. I work with physicians. I work with doctors, insurance companies. I need people to take me serious. I own an unclaimed funds business. I work with the state. I work with clients who I want them to take me serious. I have an online affiliate marketing business that I teach people how to do affiliate, marketing. And it's like, if you're gonna pay me top dollar, I gotta help you make top dollar, but you're not gonna trust me if you have no footprint onto what I'm doing. So again, it just goes back to, being serious about your business. If you can be serious about your business, the sky's the limit. But if you keep finding excuses as to why you can't, why you haven't made time for it, well, guess what? That's another customer that's going to pass you by. And until you get your act together and until you start doing the things that actually matter and stop wasting your time on things that don't, you're going to find yourself getting the same result that you've always got. And you're going to work harder and you're going to do more phone calls and you're going to reach out to more people and you're going to see a little bit of success, but then you're going to be burnt out. And then the next month, you're going to do a little bit less. And then you're going to get a little bit less. And that's going to be the story of your life to the end of days until you get it together, until you get it right. You got to have a scalable business model. You got to do something that's going to help your business continue to grow and thrive with or without you. With or without you. That's the name of the game, y'all. So anyways, I hope this video served you well. I hope that you guys learned something. I hope that when you all watch this video, you decide to take some immediate action. And if there's anything that you're missing that I touched in this video right here, I want you guys to take action and make it happen and stop doing more of the same stuff, expecting a different result. Because what I've always been told, That's insanity. You guys have a great holiday. If I don't see you guys, then I'm going out of town. I got a lot of great things going on. I'm about to hop into my coaching call, but I love y'all. I hope you have a great holiday with your family. Keep your head up. Don't give up the entrepreneur fight, especially if you got that spirit within you. Keep pushing forward. I'll see y'all later.